is. You know who he is. Anybody see that mohawk right there? That's a beautiful thing. UFC Hall of Famer Chuck the Iceman Liddell. I think after the fight, win or lose, he goes to the Department of Motor Vehicles and says, I'm gonna change my name from Chuck to Iceman. His driver's license should just read Iceman Liddell.
He's the guy that brought people into fighting. I remember before the UFC had multiple pay-per-views a year, you would get together and you would watch Chuck. And it was always this question, not if Chuck would lose, who's Chuck beating tonight? And he would knock people out. This dude was the first anti-wrestler that once was a wrestler in the UFC. A true star of mixed martial arts.
And when you think about past legends, BJ Penn comes to mind. Perhaps no American fighter brought more eyeballs to the game than that man, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. Well, it should be a highly compelling matchup here tonight. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt believes he has definite advantages when it comes to the grappling, and there's no questioning his ground game. He'll pull guard, whatever it takes.
You know what I love about him is that for as good as he is in the Jiu-Jitsu, he's more Jacare than Andre Galvao. Because Andre Galvao was a tremendous grappler, but it never translated. Jacare was able to get enough striking to make him more dangerous. That's this guy. This guy can strike just enough to make you take notice, and then he takes you down. Once you're down, you're in trouble. He's a tremendous fighter, tremendous grappler, but fighter just enough to make you have to respect that stand.
And still in terms of the training, focused on the jiu-jitsu maintenance, right? Obviously the striking improvements have been prioritized, but maintaining the high-level jiu-jitsu, that got him to the big show. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for your main event introductions, the one, the only, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Royce. Gracie.
The wait for this fight ends right here, right now.
I'm excited about this one, boy.
Our round is underway, and that means keep your eyes focused on the handiwork of the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, one of the most decorated knockout artists in UFC history, and showing that the power is still there at this stage of his career. He believes this matchup to be very favorable. He knows his takedown defense will have to be on point. More often than not, it has been, and that is the focus for Chuck Liddell coming in here tonight.
Fighters on point tonight, lands a beautiful kick.
All right, so a big moment for him here as he gets the clinch with relative ease. Now we'll see what he can do from this position to potentially get a more advantageous position.
Well, he wants to wear him down. He wants to make him work from in close. He understands that there's still danger of knees coming up the middle, but he also recognizes that he can score takedowns from this position. That was a nice job getting the takedown there a moment ago. But let's see what he can do with it now. As his opponent...
Oh, he's looking for the submission here, champ. Oh, he might be in trouble. That looks locked in.
He's advanced to a finishing position.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
Oh, beautiful sway there.
Well, we told you off the top about the striking disadvantage, so it is absolutely huge to get this fight to the ground this early.
Very, very important for him to get this takedown early. Show his opponent that he will not have the ability to get comfortable in the striking, because when he tries to, he's gonna get taken down. He was trying to pass there, but no, his opponent said no way.
That's pretty textbook, champ. Beautiful get up there.
When you take this guy down, you know his goal is to get back up. So when you try to advance, if he stops you, you better secure him, because if you don't, you end up right where we are right now, him right back on his feet.
And they separate. This is hard to watch. Volume uppercuts in the clinch, and all of them serving to snap that head back.
Notice how he's grabbing on the head, throwing uppercut after uppercut. It's beautiful.
Well, if you have ever found this... here tonight.
Holy.
Let's get it to Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 40 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell!
All right, a big finish here tonight, DC. We told you off the top the kickboxer had a clear path to victory, was largely able to keep the fight on the feet, and got the